perfect date, a perfect romance. The Perfect Match on World Improv Network.
Hello, yes. Welcome, America, and the rest of the world. I'm your love doctor, Joey Smoochums, returning once again for another wonderful show. And this show is the dating show, where no one knows where the heart will go until it makes the perfect match. Yes, thank you, audience. I love the title, too. But before we get started with our lovely, lovely young bachelorette today, let's bring out our 3 bachelors that'll be vying to make the perfect match with our lovely lady today. Bachelor number 1 is Mr. Domer Styles from Kansas City, Kansas, and he's a world-famous barbecuer. Welcome to the show, Domer.
Oh, it's so nice to be here. I just pulled myself away from the barbecue pit to be here today, and I'm happy to find myself some elevator.
Well, glad you could join us with your busy barbecue schedule. Next up, our second bachelor number 2, is Mr. Friedrich Handelschmidt from Dusseldorf, Germany, and he's a professor of architecture. Welcome to the show, Friedrich.
Oh, yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to finally be meeting a woman who doesn't work at my university. They're so old, and I haven't found anyone to love.
Yes, well, we shall hopefully find love for you today, away from the Dusseldorfians, am I right? And finally, bachelor number 3 is Mr. Stump from Pomona, California, and he's a garbage collector hobbyist. Welcome to the show, Stump.
Yeah, it's really great to be on this date place stuff. I like being here. Thank you.
Yes, and we like having you as well. Well, as our 3 contestants hide behind our mystery wall to hide their identities, let us bring out our lovely bachelorette for today. Everyone in the audience, please welcome from the wonderful city of Connecticut. Connecticut, New Jersey. Please welcome Gertrude, who is a crafter, crocheter, and miniature builder. Welcome to the show, Gertrude.
Thank you. When I was born, Woodrow Wilson was president.
Oh, and how was he?
Oh, he was fine. I was a baby, so of course I don't remember. I was born in 1916, 101 years and strong.
I really see we're appealing to that young demographic today on the show. Well, Gertrude, we have our 3 mystery bachelors here today. Why don't you take it away, ask a question, and try to figure out who's gonna be your perfect match?
Well, hello, bachelors. My name's Gertie. I have a question. I'm recently taken to reading the lovely books of Harry Potter and books of Twilight with all those young strapping werewolves and vampires. And I'd like to ask you if you were, are you more of a witch or a werewolf? If I could ask bachelor number 1 first, please.
Golly, if I think I'd be more of a werewolf because they got big teeth. I'd fight anything and everything off that tried to attack you, Gertie, and I'd say, "Arr, arr, I'm guarding her. Gertie's my girl."
Well, that is so. That's lovely.
Yes,
Well,
very interesting answer, isn't it?
Bachelor number 2, same question for you, young man. If you were a witch or a werewolf, which one would you prefer and why?
Oh, what a wonderful question. I think I would have to be a witch, because if I was a witch, I would have magical powers, and I could do things like create wonderful pieces of building and design and cast spells on women so that they could not go on second dates with me.
Oh, well,
Oh, it doesn't seem like a good answer from bachelor number 2, but settle down, audience.
I did like that element of design, though, I will say that. All right, bachelor number 3, same question for you, young man. Are you more of a werewolf or more of a witch?
Well, I worked in a ditch, so I guess I'm more of a ditch worker.
Okay.
A ditch worker wasn't one of the options, but thank you very much, Stump.
Oh, sorry.
Am I allowed to ask my next question?
Please, Gertrude, this is your show. You decide who is going to be your perfect match.
Well, I'd like number 2 to answer this one first. Now, number 2, Bachelor number 2, if you had 9 lives like my 14 cats, well, what would you do with them?
Oh, when you're 14 cats, oh, that's a lot of 9 lives. Well, if I had 9 lives, I think this my first one, I would use my first life to marry a beautiful supermodel, right? With my second life, I think I would want to be very rich and wealthy. And then with my third through 9th lives, I think I would like to open up my own restaurant, sort of like an Arby's type business.
Oh, well, that's very nice. And not to entice you too much, you tiger, but I'll have you know I'm a 32, 28, 32.
Wow, I don't even
Well-
know what that refers to, but thank you.
Now, Bachelor number 3, if you could go ahead and answer for me, if you had 9 lives like my 14 scruffy little fluffers, what would you do with them?
Well, then I'd need 9 people to fill the lives up to have them. So, yeah.
Oh, your mother must be so proud that you've made it on TV.
Yes, I'm sure Stump's mom is very proud of her son, Stump.
She's
Now,
dead.
Bachelor number... Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's been a year.
Was she born in 1916?
No, she was born in the hospital.
Okay. Bachelor number 1. Now, this question goes to you, my darling. If you had 9 lives like my sweet little 4-legged fluffy friends, what would you do with them?
But golly, if I had 9 lives, I tell you, 'cause my daddy taught me this, I would take 8 of them lives and I put them in a money market account at a high interest rate where you didn't get checks, so you couldn't write checks on your money market account. And with that other life, I'd give it back to you, Gertie, with a little peck on your cheek, 'cause I wouldn't want to rush things.
Well, that is so nice. Thank
You're,
you very
you're,
much.
you're welcome.
All right. Now, I have one final question, if it's all right that I ask.
Yes, please ask away.
Now, this one, I do want to preface this that I've lived 101 years, and I feel that Jesus Christ, that sweet young man, has let me live on this earth. So I told him the other day, I said, Jesus, you and I don't have to be friends anymore. You go ahead and take care of everybody else. Consequently, I have begun to distribute my Bibles. And so I would like to ask contestant number 3, if you, would you eat a Bible covered in whipped cream for me on a date? If you would, why? And if you wouldn't, well, why not? Thank you.
I couldn't eat a Bible because it's made out of paper, and I can't. My knife's too dull to cut it in bite-sized pieces. So, and I'm allergic to milk products, so whipped cream would be off the table.
I will say that is a turn on. I'm also allergic to milk products.
Cool.
Bachelor number 1, again, if you could eat a Bible covered in whipped cream for me, would you do it? And if you would, why? If you wouldn't, please tell me why not.
Well, I tell you, I got a big old appetite, and so kind of like a T-bone steak, I know there's bones in some Bibles, so I'd get like a chainsaw. I cut that Bible up. I heard what you said before, so like I would get some dairy-free whipped topping, which is not got dairy in it, and I would just put it all over both of us, and we just like eat ourselves into a relationship.
Well, that sounds nice.
It sounds like the audience liked that answer as well.
Now, my fabulous foreign friend, if I can call him that, Bachelor number 2, you very fierce and sexy young man, could you tell me, would you eat a Bible for me? If yes, why? If no, why not?
Yes, I would do whatever you ask of me. I just need someone to love me finally.
Oh, I feel that you and I are so much in the same boat. All right, young man host, I'm ready to make my decision.
Yes, I believe that we are ready for you to pick your perfect match. So go ahead, Gertrude. Is it going to be Bachelor number 1, Bachelor number 2, or Bachelor number 3?
I identify so much with this young man. It's Bachelor number 2, my fabulous foreigner.
Oh, Bachelor number 2, Mr. Friedrich Handelschmidt, come on out.
Hi, Friedrich.
Oh, wow,
Oh, my.
you are much older than I was expecting. I was expecting your model.
Well, I do have the sizes of a model, just not the skin.
good.
Yes, well, there you are,
Oh,
Friedrich,
there are all
and there
my
you are,
cats.
Gertrude.
Oh, hi, kitty.
Thank you so much, everyone,
There
for
they
watching.
are. Hi, you.
We are going to
Oh,
send
Scruffy.
Gertrude and Friedrich to the wonderful Catland Island, where all the cats in the world
Mr.
live.
Pumpkins.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Mr. Scrufflefluff.
Until next time, thank you so much
Mr.
for
Bean.
joining us and all these cats
This one's
here
my
on The
favorite
Perfect Match.
Stripy pants. Hi.
Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during good, bad, ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.